Go.
Okay, hi guys. All right, I'm gonna go over some really easy but hands-on, multi-sensory type activities that you can use to practice sight words. So yesterday I showed you the systematic instruction for when teaching new sight words. And today I just wanna go over some really easy activities you can do with things in your house. You probably don't need to go out and buy anything. When we are practicing sight words, you want to bring in as much practice as the student can do independently. When we're talking about writing and handwriting, again, we want it to be developmentally appropriate. When you learn how to write, think about you go from out in to gross motor to fine motor. If your child is not ready to hold a pencil or a marker or crayon and trace and write with a functional grasp, then I wouldn't do those things with them. I would use more hands-on tactile experiences and activities for them. So the first one I'm going to show you, this is just a baking tray. I had some kinetic sand, which kinetic sand is not good for this because it sticks together. So if you have regular sand, this is from the other day, we did cornstarch, and then I added some sugar. And so you just want a really good mixture. You want to make sure to shake it around so it's flat. And then the sight word that we have is play. So if I was introducing this new word, I'm showing it P-L-A-Y, play. Tap it out 3 times. P-L-A-Y, play. P-L-A-Y, play. P-L-A-Y, play. Then we go over our sentence. Can you play with me? Can you play dolls with me? Can you play dinosaurs with me? Can you play cars with me? So we've taught the new sight word, we read it in our sentence, so now we can practice. So if I was going to be writing it myself, I'm making sure I'm crossing the midline with my dominant hand. P-L-A-Y, play. I finger sweep it and I say the word. So I'm going to show you what it looks like. P-L-A-Y, play. Shake, 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 do it again. Or you put it in your deck of the other words that you've already learned and you practice that way. So that's one activity you can do. Another one, I actually found this in my house. It's a gel board. Crayola made it, right? So you can do it on here. P-L-A-Y, play. We made our own with stuff that we had in the house. So I do a double Ziploc baggie because we know some of those nails can be sharp. We did a little bit of gel, or we had aloe, actually, not gel, and then paint. I think I added in a little Dawn dish soap just to make the mixture a little bit squishy. And it's the same thing. So P-L-A-Y, play. Then you squish around and do it again. For students that are functionally holding a pencil or a crayon and are able to do those more fine motor handwriting skills, we want to make a sight word book, right? Here's my sight word book. And we wanted to make sure you have something that's gonna create texture. So this is our step stool in the house, and I saw it had some nice texture on it. Joann Fabric or Michaels has knitting screens that almost look like a mesh that I use in my classroom. So the mesh screen would go underneath of the sight word, and then the paper goes on. So then after you write the word, you can feel it with your finger, and it becomes tactile for the students to go over it. So they would go over it with their finger, M-A-K-E, make. So then we can do it with the new sight word play. So find something in your house that has texture. Again, sight words are red, so I'm using my red crayon. You have to use crayon for this because that's what helps create the texture. So your paper goes on. I think I'm doing it the right way. Let's go against it. And then we write it. So the word was play, P-L-A-Y, play. And then you can feel it with your finger, P-L-A-Y, play. And then that goes in their sight word book to review and practice. So those are just some activities that you can use around your house to practice sight words. Again, make sure it's developmentally appropriate for your child. You know your child best and what will work for them. And bring in as much multisensory activities as possible. Those hands-on experiences are what's going to help the brain connect to learning the sight word and then keep it in their memory. Okay, thanks.